this looks like it's probably going to have to be maybe a part 1, part 2, part 3 video, because I am getting a lot of good footage. I do have some outside footage of S&W, so I'll put that up so you guys can see what it looks like when you come here. This owner, Kevin, is a really good dude. We were messaging each other back and forth. He told me everything was all good. I could come in. He might even be on camera, I'm not sure. I did bring by the bottle of Old Carter that I got from Ladies Liquors, because he said he is never disappointed by Old Carter, so I just wanted to share that with him since he shared some excellent 2005 George T. Stagg bourbon with me. Got a lot of barrel up there. That must be a special barrel dovetail, because it's 469, and then you've got the Origin Series, Blue Run, another new riff. That's 115 proof. 115 on the new riff. Green top Willet, and that Willet coming in at $60, 109 proof for the green top. Noah's Mill, Old Bardstown, all the Willet products. Uncle Nair's 12. Knob 12 is just amazing, man. Cream of Kentucky, I think it should be a little cheaper than it is, especially for 100 proof. Roger Craig. I mean, me and Kevin, we've been talking probably for about 30-45 minutes before I even started filming. Just a really good guy, man. Look, S&W. So you got your S&W Penelope Architect. He's supposed to get a rosé pick in, and I might come back and get it. You've got your 2XO Innkeeper's Blend. You've got the Dickel 8. See, he's got a couple Wilderness Trail store picks. He's got the Yellowstone store pick, Ezra Brooks store pick. He gets a ton of store picks. And shout out to Cal, man, because I went back to that other store after he told me they had a dunk bottle, and I wound up picking it up. Of course, you got your everyday sellers. You've got to have your Jacks and Johnny Walkers. Gentleman Jack again. But if you're in the Temple Hills area, man, you got to come to S&W. I mean, they get store picks. They get some other stuff that we just don't get. I just saw, where is it at? And that's a Blue Label Traverse City. That's a straight rye whiskey. I've never had the rye Traverse City, but I might have to pick that up on another go around. I spent probably way more than I needed to. I walked away with more bottles than I should have, but they're actually for a good cause, because I picked them up for some buddies. But anyway, Kevin is a really good guy, man. We probably talked for 30 to 45 minutes before I even started filming. I mean, he was giving me the rundown of his distributor. Man, I mean, the dude, he's a wealth of knowledge for one in this industry. He does a ton of business. Just a really good dude, man. I had to pay him back. I will put in a video a picture. We shared some of the Old Carter. So the Old Carter that I bought in one of the other store run videos, I had to repay him, because he let me sample 2005 George T. Stagg and didn't know me from Adam. So I had to repay him. So Kevin, shout out to you, man. I really appreciate you letting me come in your store. We might break this up. I might go to another store yet. I don't know. It's just before noon, so you know, I still got time. Turns out that wasn't the last video. I saw one store that I ride past all the time, and it's kind of, I won't say it's in a weird location, but it's a little ways after I turn off. So I wanted to come here and see what they had, and I've already got the approval from the guys. This is Big Mouth Liquors down here in Waldorf, right here on 301. So if you're in this area, if you like what you see, come here, because I've already went inside and I saw some things, and I had to run back out here and get my camera. Here we are. I apologize for the audio. I was shooting in slow motion, so I had to speed it up. That's why it looks a little choppy like this. So forgive me for that. But we'll start with the 1792 small batch. That is always a winner. Look at how much dust
is on these bottles, man. You can tell they do not move them around a lot. These are the stores I'm talking about that you can come to and find some Old Dusties. You got the Wiseman down there, $49.99. Old Forester 100 orange label, always solid. Look at the dust on the Sagamore, man. They've got one heck of a selection from Irish whiskey, scotches. Look, Knob Creek Rye, old label. Knob Creek straight bourbon whiskey, old label beside the new label. You got the gold label Maker's Mark. That's the 101 I was talking about in the last video. I apologize if it has a little bit of an echo in this room. It's not really meant for recording. You've got the rounded shouldered 46. That is the limited release bottle that Makers puts out, 46. So you're not getting that anymore. Look at the good prices on the Makers, man. $44.99, $49.99 on the American single malt. Queen Jenny, never had it. If you had it, tell me about it. Russell's 10, Russell's 6. That's that blue corn brown coney somebody was talking about. Look at the Green River. David Nicholson, I don't care that it's $26. Stay away from it. Bladen Bow Pendleton. There's the Sexton. If you've had the Sexton, let me know about it. J.W. Dant. Oh, there we go. Pure Kentucky. That Pure Kentucky, that's the skinny shaft. Pure Kentucky. Mine has the bubble in the neck, so that's the newer bottle, and they also use the newer bottle for the Kentucky Vintage, which I have not had yet. I know those are Willett products. Original Sour Mash, Wiseman beside it once again. Amador. There we go. Gold Label Jack. $72.99, coming in at 128.5 proof. You can't go wrong with the Gold Label Jack, man. Old Line. Old Line is an excellent American single malt whiskey. If you have not had a chance to pick up Old Line, go and check out Old Line, man. Look at that. Coming in at 61.8 proof. So that's 63.6. Old Tub, Rocktown. And check out my review on Old Line too, because I did a review on Old Line 100. But that's the cash strength. I had somebody tell me that the cash strength is amazing. You got your bottom shelf boys, the VO, Southern Comfort, Old Granddad. More Gold Label Jack. I didn't realize how much Jack this store had. Now, forgive me because the reflection is bad, and I tried to keep the reflection to a minimum. These are their glass cases that they keep locked. There's the Baker 7, Traverse City once again. Lusty Claw. I will not be coming home with the Lusty Claw. Angels Envy Rye. Look at the Old Carter, man. They've got 3 of the Old Carters sitting there. Now, you got to pay to play. I've said that before. You've got to pay to play. When the price shows up, $299.99. That is expensive, but hey. They've got the barrel products. Now, I didn't see any new barrels, but I did see a batch 31. And then up here on this shelf, there was a batch 28. Nulu. Frank August again. That's a high price for a 100 proof product, man. Wilderness Trail. Peep to the left of that Wilderness Trail. You see the John J. Bowman single barrel and the port finish that they don't make. They don't make those bottles anymore. The whiskey they still make, but it's just in a different packaging. The Bill and Tucker, Traverse City, Bardstown, Penelope, Basil Hayden. They've got a heck of a selection in this store, man. And I like how they kind of have it mixed up. I mean, I do like my stuff all together. I do like my bourbons and my whiskeys together. You've got the Glen Brothers that I've never had before. The Wild Rover, High and Wicked. I see those bottles, but I am afraid to pay that much because I don't know much about them. And like I said, anything that looks weird and just wild and the bottle is just overdone, I don't pay. Belvany 12, excellent. Excellent. Can't beat it. If you want something smoky, Lefroy Quarter Cask is just, that is smoke all day. More Doc Swinson's, Stranahan's. That's actually a pretty good price for that gold spot. Yes, it's 9 years old, but $1.99. And I was at the Virginia ABC the store today, and I saw it for about the same price. So that's actually a pretty good price for Maryland. High West. You got your Mac 10, man. I remember getting Mac 10 for $28.99 and $74.99. $249 for Chapter 6 is just ridiculous. I'm sorry. I am not paying that much. I paid retail for Chapter 5. I won't do it again unless I hear really good things about it. You've got your 2022 04 Bakers. Look at the Widow Jane. Widow Jane is sitting 4 deep on this shelf. Then once we go to the bottom shelf, you've got one more, and then you've got your Soldier down there. You've got Knob Creek 12. Yeah, there we go. Elijah Craig. Now, you know I'm a fan of Heaven Hill. So you got Elijah Craig Single Barrel, Elijah Craig 18. You've got the Elijah Craig Single Barrel Barrel Proof. Just the Barrel Proof. That's the B522, and then you've got the toasted. Now we'll get into the prices in a second. So $120 for the B522, $349 for the Elijah Craig 18. We'll get back down here for this presidential dram, and if you didn't see it, that's the Proof and Wood Polish Rye that is aged 7 years, straight rye whiskey, 100%. But if you didn't see it, the Elijah Craig Toasted was $149. I will never pay that much for Elijah Craig Toasted. The Giant only saw online, and then all of a sudden I see him at almost every store I go to. That's ridiculous. You know, I was looking for bourbon so much I didn't even realize they had rum in this case, and then I look up here and what do I see? Bond and Lillard. Now, the only thing that I know is that Eddie Russell supposedly had a hand in mixing batch 2. This is batch 2, this is not batch 1. Supposedly he didn't have any hand in mixing batch 1. Now batch 2 is supposed to be the one that he, put together for Wild Turkey, or the Campari group who owns Wild Turkey. So I'll do a little more research before I give you the review on that. But $49.99 for the 375, that's a bit much.
Hey, the people in there were amazing. They had no problem with me shooting inside of the store. So if you are in the Waldorf area, come down to Big Mouth Liquors, man. Their prices are insane. Prices like that you don't see all the time. They had an Evan Williams 1783 for $20.99. I am so glad I stopped by. Look, the address is 2175 Crane Highway down here in Waldorf. Big Mouth Liquors is the name of the store. I will put those pictures up maybe here, or fade them in and out somewhere, but they had a great selection. I mean, look how many rows deep the Widow Jane was. Yes, some of their prices on some of the stuff was a tad high, but the majority of the stuff, and pretty much all of the everyday stuff, was priced how it should have been priced. So I will definitely be back to this store. Look, let the whiskey flow. Never run out unless you add it to a drop. Till next time.